For more than 2 centuries, Americans have entrusted one individual with the highest office in the land. Presidents have led the nation through revolution, civil wars, economic depressions, world wars, times of prosperity, and moments of profound national sorrow. My name is Reverend Bill Benucci. I'm the Executive Director of the New York State Faith and Freedom Coalition, and I want to welcome you to a brand new series that we'll be telecasting to answer the questions so many of you have been asking. In about 5-minute episodes, we're going to talk about the faiths of our presidents. You see, every president has brought unique gifts, political convictions, and leadership styles to the office, but each has also brought something less obvious: his own understanding of God, faith, morality, and human responsibility. Some were devoted Christians. Some were actually lifelong churchmen. Some openly had doubts, and others rarely spoke about their personal beliefs at all. Yet from George Washington to the present day, nearly every president has publicly acknowledged God's providence and called Americans to prayer during times of national crisis. Why? What role has faith played in shaping the presidency? And does the president's religion even matter? Those are the questions that we're going to explore in this series. Many people think that our Constitution was founded either as a Christian nation or as a completely secular nation. We'll find that history will tell us the truth. It's true that the United States Constitution contains no requirement that a president be a Christian. In fact, Article 6 says, and I quote, says, "No religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office of public trust under the United States." That remarkable statement was actually unprecedented during the 18th century. Public office was not dependent upon belonging to a particular religion, denomination, or church. But the Constitution also never required America's leaders to leave their faith behind. From the very beginning, presidents voluntarily sought God's wisdom, proclaimed days of prayer and thanksgiving, attended public worship, and reminded the nation that freedom carries moral responsibility. Throughout our American history, citizens have often evaluated presidents not only by their policies, but also by their character. Why? Because leadership involves more than intelligence and political know-how. It requires honesty, courage, self-control, justice, courage, mercy. And these are qualities that cannot be legislated. They must be cultivated in the human heart. George Washington once observed, he said, "Of all the dispositions and habits which lead to political prosperity, religion and morality are indispensable supports." Whether one agrees with Washington's conclusion or not, his words framed a conversation that Americans have continued for more than 200 years. Can liberty survive without virtue? Can self-government endure if people lose the ability to govern themselves? Those are questions that remain just as important today. The series is not proving that every president was a committed Christian. They were not. It's not about suggesting that faith automatically produces wise leadership. History tells us it doesn't. Instead, our purpose is to examine the historical record honestly. What did each president actually believe? How did those beliefs shape his decisions? And how did his faith, or the absence of it, influence the nation? Whenever possible, we will let the presidents speak for themselves through their own letters, speeches, proclamations, and recorded prayers. Some stories may surprise you. Some may have challenged some assumptions that you've held, perhaps for years. Others, I hope, will inspire you. But all of them are part of America's remarkable history. The presidency has always been larger than politics. It reflects the hopes, the convictions, the moral aspirations of the American people. And no president has influenced that tradition more than the nation's first chief executive. So in our first episode, our very next episode, we'll meet George Washington, the soldier who became the father of his country. We'll discover how his understanding of divine providence helped establish a pattern of presidential faith that would echo through generation after generation. I'm Reverend Bill Benucci, and I want to thank you for joining us for the series One Nation Under God, the Faith of Our Presidents. So until next time, remember the words of Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. And be sure to subscribe for the channel to ensure that you're notified each time a new episode is published. Until then, may God bless you, and may America bless God. Take care, and God bless.